Hi, this is Erin with High Crafting. Thank you so much for purchasing this Chaco strap stick and stitch pack. In this video, I'm going to go over the supplies needed to use these patterns on your sandals. I'll also go over how to begin and end your stitches and how to apply and remove the stick and stitch pattern. First, you're going to need some needles. The Clover Gold Eye needles are my very favorite. They're the absolute sharpest. There's also the DMC embroidery needles. Since we'll only be using 3 strands, we can use a smaller needle like a size 3 or a size 5. You'll also need some scissors. For embroidery, you want small scissors with a very sharp tip for precision cutting. I'll be using DMC embroidery floss. This is a 6-ply divisible cotton thread. You can find this at your local craft store, maybe even at Walmart, but Walmart will have a very limited selection. But to help simplify things and take the hassle out of going to the store and picking out colors, I have 8 curated floss palettes. And these are available on my website, highcrafting.com. So this is a skein of DMC embroidery floss. You'll want to start pulling at the end where you see the barcode. Pull from that end. I like to pull a length of about 18 inches and cut. We'll be using 3 strands for all of the designs in this pack. So beginning at one end of your embroidery floss, you'll want to divide out 3 strands. You can do it in a grouping instead of individually, and just gently pull apart those 3 strands from the other 3 strands. You'll just want to take your time doing this so you don't get it knotted. Once you got your thread separated, you'll thread your needle. And then instead of putting a knot in the end like you would for normal embroidery, we're going to use a knotless start. So what you're going to do is on the back of the webbing and right behind where you want to begin stitching, you're going to slide your needle and thread through the webbing till you have just an itty bitty tail. Then you're going to go back in the opposite direction. And this is putting the thread between the layers, so you're not going to have any knots between the webbing and your foot to irritate you. And now we're going to go back the other way, and this is just going to lock the thread into the webbing, and it's very secure. And then you're going to bring your needle up where you're wanting to begin your stitch. You'll be using the same technique to finish off your stitches, so make sure that you're leaving enough thread to be able to do that. And when you're done, just snip your little tail that you got there, and everything will be nice and secure. Ignore that needle, I just put that there so I could easily pull out the thread that I just put in. All right, to start stitching, you can go ahead, if you need to trim down your design to fit your strap, you can do that with some scissors. So these are adhesive, water-soluble embroidery patterns, and they work like a sticker. You just peel off the back and apply it to whatever you want to stitch on. In this case, it's our Chaco straps. You'll want to make sure it's on there real good. And don't worry if you have some lifting of the pattern in the beginning. That's expected. The more you handle it, the more it's just going to stick to it. And once you have the stick and stitch on your strap, you're ready to start stitching. Once you're finished stitching, you will just rinse away the stick and stitch pattern with warm water. It's really gratifying to watch that stuff rinse away. Now, if you find that you have some ink still left in your stitches, like I do here, don't be alarmed. I know it looks scary. You did all that work and now it's got ink in it. But all you need is a little bit of soap, some hot water, agitate it with your fingers a little bit. You can see that water is really hot. And then get your sprayer and really get in those fibers. And you can see it looks a lot better now. And there you go. That is how you use the stick and stitch. Each design in this pack will have its own stitch tutorial in this playlist. So you can go ahead and jump to whichever tutorial you need. Happy stitching!